Hello and welcome to the Calico's Desk. My name's Eliza and today I'm going to be filming my currently inked for September 2025. I have very quickly become really excited about fountain pens. Honestly, I've bought far more pens than I probably should, but I just know that I love them. I use them every day and I'm always really excited to ink them up. So I am going to just get straight into it. I am using B&D Slim Proof 50 paper, which is a thin fountain pen friendly paper. I'm using this 6-ring insert for it because I like to archive my ink samples. And to make my ink swatches, I have this glass ink muddler by Dominant Industry. It has a dip pen nib at the end of it, but I won't be needing to use that. And I've just got a little pipette as well because my ink sample bottles are too small for this to actually fit in. So I need something else to get the ink on the paper. And let's just get started. And I'll start with this pen. This is my Twsbi Eco Rose Gold Cream in an extra fine nib. This is one that I use for writing a lot. I find it very, very smooth. I find it very, very comfortable. The rose gold cream is just so beautiful. I don't know why, I just love cream pens. That one I have inked up with Sailor Manyo Shirakashi. It's this really beautiful, deep, almost olive green, but it kind of dries down to a brown almost. It's so interesting. This is my first time trying a Sailor Manyo ink, and I am a fan. I'm definitely going to be trying more of these in the future. Very, very excited to be using this throughout September. My next pen is the Lamy Safari in cream, and this is in a fine nib. This pen is probably my smoothest writer. I have no problems with this ever skipping or drying out or hard starting. I really underestimated Safaris when I first saw them. I just thought they were kind of tacky looking, but this one is so beautiful and I am now fully on board with the Lamy Safari train. I think it's just a wonderful pen. This one is inked up with Diamine Aurora Borealis. It's this beautiful deep teal, and on the right paper and in the right light, it has a lovely red sheen to it. I feel like teal is a pretty divisive color. It's kind of one of those love it or hate it type colors. It was my favorite color when I was a teenager, but I'm still very fond of it. And I especially like this one because it is so dark and so interesting to look at. I really enjoy Diamine inks. I think they're just such beautiful, interesting, diverse colors. And they're not expensive at all. They're really affordable inks. Even importing them to Korea from the UK, they're still a really fantastic price. I'm also a little bit biased because they're made in Liverpool and I'm from northwest of England. I grew up not far from Liverpool. I'm a little bit biased in that front, but I love the ink so much. Amazing. Okay, the next pen is my Kaweco Sport. This is the Macchiato colorway. I instantly wanted this pen as soon as I saw it, and I ended up buying it on my trip to Japan. And this is in the medium nib. Very comfortable writer. I actually don't mind holding it unposted. I have pretty small hands. I just don't like the bulk of posted pens generally. And this one, even though it's a pocket pen, it still feels really comfortable to hold. It is a bit of a thick writer, so I don't use it super often, but I still very much enjoy the pen. This is inked up with another Diamine ink. This one is Tobacco Sunburst, which is a very warm, yellowy brown. Really, really beautiful. All of the colors in this line are based on guitar colors. So there's one called Honey Burst, one called Cherry Sunburst, and they're all really, really beautiful. I want to get the other ones at some point, but this one was my favorite. It's just such a gorgeous, almost mustardy kind of color, like Dijon mustard. Really, really beautiful. And I find Diamine inks work really well with my Kaweco. This doesn't work so well with Pilot inks. I think they're just a little bit too wet for this pen. But Diamine is that exact sort of medium point between wet and dry. It works really well in this pen. My next pen is actually my newest pen. So this is the Jinhao 10 in the blue gradient. I have been on a mission to get this pen. I have tried ordering it multiple times and the order would be cancelled, or one of them arrived broken. I ordered the coffee one from a different store and it was just completely broken when it arrived. Luckily this one arrived unscathed, and it's still very, very new, so I'm getting used to the writing experience with it. But so far it's pretty good. And this is inked up with Dominant Industries Maple. I'm still pretty new to inks as a whole, but especially to Dominant Industry inks. They are a Korean brand, so I always love to support local stationery products. And it's really lovely so far. I am enjoying it. It's this really bright reddish brown. The name I think is really appropriate. It reminds me of the maple leaves in autumn. It's so pretty. It's really translucent as well, which is really nice. Creates some really beautiful shading. Okay, one problem that I am finding with this pen is that it does dry out a little bit. So I did have to prime the nib a little bit, but now it's writing just fine. This is maple. And finally, I currently am trying to use one shimmer ink every time I ink up my pens, because I'm still getting used to the feel of shimmer inks and I just love how they look. So excuse me while I jiggle this pen about to get the shimmer flowing. But this is the Twsbi Eco in Matcha Green. This has got the 1.1 stub nib. I specifically got this pen to use with shimmer inks because it has a wide nib. The worker at the store recommended I get either this or a broad nib, and I felt like I'll give Italic a go. Why not? This is inked up with Wearingeul Wayfarer. This is from the Natsume collection. The Korean name is Hengin. It is just the most gorgeous shimmer I think I've ever seen. The camera just doesn't capture it at all. It's almost got this sort of purpley pink iridescence to it. Wearingeul inks are kind of known for being a bit dry, but this one isn't dry at all. In fact, it's a little bit too wet for me, especially in my Twsbi, which is a very wet pen anyway. But I am really enjoying it. I need to shake it up, of course. I'm hoping in this swatch you'll see the shimmer really come through. I'm still not the best at writing with stub nibs. This is Wearingeul Wayfarer. And again, I think teal is really divisive color, but this one's kind of a bit more of a blue tinge teal. This one's a bit more green. I just think the shimmer is so incredible. It just looks like a beautiful, deep, sparkling ocean. All right, I'm gonna wait for those to dry. Okay, so it's actually been a few days. Sorry about that. I've just not really had the chance to film. So yeah, I am going to insert some footage as well of me doing some long form writing with these inks so you can see sort of how the inks behave actually in pens, because I feel like just these little lines of writing about the pens don't really do it justice. So I feel like I didn't explain this very well, so I'll explain it now. I am a really big fan of the blog Mountain of Ink, and something that they do in all of their ink reviews is do a long form writing sample of the ink in a pen that they think matches the ink very well. And they often use passages from works of Tolkien, such as The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings. And I thought this was really cool. So I've been really into the Dune Imperium board games lately, and I also really enjoy the Dune franchise as a whole. I'm yet to read the books fully, but I have a copy of the first book. I pulled it from my shelf and I started writing out some passages from the book. I'm going to try and do something like this in all of my currently inks because I really enjoyed doing it. So please sit back, relax, enjoy the music, enjoy the inks, and I will come back in a moment. So that is my currently inked for September 2025. I'm gonna try and keep these inked up for the whole of September. Maybe I'll make a few alterations depending on, the pens that I use or my experience with the inks. I hope September has been treating you well so far. I have been extremely busy. I've just started taking on a new class on Saturdays, so I'm quite a bit more busy than I was. But it's all good. It keeps me energized. It stops me from spiraling. So I like working. I like that I have more time taken up by something. I'd love to hear in the comments what inks and pens you have been using so far in September. I'd also love to hear about your ink preferences. What brands do you like? What colors do you like? I'm always interested in buying new ink samples to try out. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and a very fruitful, mindful, and peaceful month. Sending you my love. Goodbye.